Good morning, Flagler County, and welcome to Veterans on Point, a WNZF radio show developed in mind for our county's beloved and respected veterans population and anyone else listening via internet or podcast. I'm your host, David Lydon, the Flagler County Veterans Services Officer, and I'm here, naturally, with my friend and colleague at the office, Eric Flores. Good morning, Eric.
Good morning, Dave, and good morning to all our listeners out there and viewers. And I hope, as always, that everybody's doing well health-wise. Everybody enjoying every day like it's the last one.
If you're lucky enough to live in Flagler County, you are lucky enough. And Eric and I are your Flagler County Veterans Services Officers. We're at 1769 East Moody Boulevard in Bunnell. Our phone number is 386-313-4014. We're there to help veterans and their family members with obtain VA benefits, navigate the onerous VA, and help you get your earned benefits and much more. So give us a call, 386-313-4014. If you have some questions, you need an appointment, and you need some assistance.
Give us a call. Put the phone in the speed dial.
Of course, our Star Spangled Banner will be our traditional one. Let's stick around to the end of the program for that. We'll finalize the show with the Star Spangled Banner, as has been typical. Our League of Loyal Listeners, of course, Billy Jones still leading the pack.
Good morning, Billy.
Up there at San Cyr, and always looking out, listening to the show, and giving us feedback. So appreciate that, Billy. We've got Navy Master Chief Dan and his wife, Kay Cairns.
Good morning, shipmate.
They're also up there at San Cyr. If you don't know what San Cyr is, that's an assisted living facility up there on Cypress Point Parkway in Palm Coast.
It is a great facility.
It is a great facility.
And their staff are great, man. They're great.
You've got a great staff. They really go out of their way to take care of veterans and to thank veterans.
Yes, they care for it. They care for them.
Yeah, and so I don't know. We've come to like kind of adopt that as our
seriously
as our place too. So, and then Marine Jeff Kingdon, he's there a lot too. He representing Halifax Hospital. He goes there and briefs the veterans on a monthly basis about different things. And so Jeff is been a co-host on the show. He's been on the show many times, and he's our woodworker pal, Marine. And
morning, Jeff.
He's the Veteran of the Year for a little bit longer until there's a new Veteran of the Year that will be crowned this November. And then we got Talking Tom, and we got Charlie Hanger and his wife Jenny, and of course we've got James the Mail Maid, and we've got Frankie Jr. and Frankie Sr. and Bicycle Frank, and if you're still listening, let us know.
Let us know.
If you're still listening, let us know.
Put you back in the list.
They're on the list, but just on the quiet list.
The quiet list.
All right, so Massage by Natalie and Company. They are sponsors of the podcast here on WNZF. And if you have those achy, breaky limbs back, give them a call. Check them out. That's Massage by Natalie and Company. 386-227-7499 is the phone number. 4871 Palm Coast Parkway Northwest. Suite number 1 is where you'll find their location. Massage by Natalie and Company. All right, so we have been highlighting our presidents over the last several months. This week, again, is no different. And so this week is our 31st president, who is Herbert Clark Hoover. He led a life far richer than the Great Depression narrative often tied to his presidency, which was from 1929 to 1933. He was born in 1874 in West Branch, Iowa. He was orphaned by age 9, shaping his resilience and self-reliance. Raised by Quaker relatives, he absorbed values of hard work and community, which defined his multifaceted career as a mining engineer, humanitarian, and statesman. Before politics, Hoover was a global adventurer. After graduating from Stanford University in 1895 with a geology degree, he worked in Australia's goldfields, managing mines under harsh conditions. By his mid-20s, he was in China, navigating the Boxer Rebellion's chaos in 1900, where he and his wife Lou helped protect foreigners during the siege of Tianjin. His engineering prowess made him a millionaire by 40, earning him the nickname Great Engineer. Less known is his role as a translator. Hoover and Lew co-translated a 16th century Latin mining text called De Re Metallica. Translated that into English, a scholarly feat still referenced today. Hoover's humanitarian legacy overshadows his presidency. During World War I, he orchestrated food relief for millions in war-torn Europe, earning acclaim as a great humanitarian. As head of the Commission for Relief in Belgium, he saved countless lives by navigating diplomatic hurdles to deliver food past blockades. Post-war, he led aid efforts in Russia during the 1921 famine, feeding over 10 million people despite U.S.-Soviet tensions. His logistical genius was unmatched, yet his reserved demeanor meant he rarely sought credit. As president, Hoover faced a 1929 stock market crash just months into his term. Contrary to the myth of inaction, he launched significant interventions like the Reconstruction Finance Corporation to stabilize banks and businesses. However, his belief in limited federal relief and voluntary cooperation clashed with the Depression's scale, tarnishing his image. Fascinatingly, Hoover was an avid fisherman and wrote a book, Fishing for Fun and to Wash Your Soul, revealing a reflective side rarely seen publicly. Post-presidency, Hoover remained active, chairing commissions under Truman and Eisenhower to streamline government. He lived until 1964, dying at 90 years old in New York City. His library in Iowa houses artifacts like his childhood sled, a nod to his humble roots. Hoover's life, spanning mines, battlefields, and relief missions, shows a man whose impact stretched beyond the White House, blending grit, intellect, and quiet compassion in ways history often overlooks. And here's this quote of the week by Herbert Hoover. Being a politician is a poor profession. Being a public servant is a noble one. And so that is
I believe so.
Is that?
I believe so.
I agree.
I learned, very human, this is a guy with a lot of kindness.
Yeah, like I think you think like he was a humanitarian beyond the presidency, and you think of even Jimmy Carter, who was the same. Maybe
Right.
It wasn't his life wasn't defined by the presidency. It was defined by his humanitarian care
yes.
and love for fellow humans.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, Jimmy Carter may not have been the best president, but he was a good man. Drivers, the DAV is seeking volunteer drivers to take veterans from their homes to their VA appointments, whether it be a VA medical center appointment, VA clinic appointment, a VA community care network appointment set up by the VA, or a service-connected disability compensation and pension examination for part of a disability claim. So you do not need to use your own vehicle if you are going to be a volunteer. The DAV does have VA vehicles for this purpose. You do need to be insurable. You do need to have a background check by the VA. So to find out how to volunteer, call 386-439-2122. That's 386-439-2122. Find out how to be a volunteer or find out how to take advantage of this great service to help you get to your VA appointments. Got to remind you that the Veteran of the Year nominations are still open till the end of September. If you need the instructions for how to submit the nomination, give Eric or myself a call at 386-313-4014. We'll get you those instructions, mail it to you, whatever you need. And got to get out there, make sure that you know that Veterans Day is coming up in November. It's going to be on Tuesday. There's going to be a parade again in Bunnell. It goes from the old Coquina building, which is at US 1 and Moody Boulevard area. And that parade will go from there, 3/4 of a mile up Moody Boulevard to the Government Services Building. Parade starts at 10. The Veterans Day ceremony should take place right about 11 o'clock. And so we hope that you'll come out that day and be part of it. And we're also going to, let you know who the Veteran of the Year is that day. And we're still trying to figure out who's going to be our guest speaker. We'll let you know how that goes. I know the parade committee, which I'm a member of, is still working on who's going to be the Grand Marshal. They have some ideas and some feelers out there, but they're waiting on some answers back from to see if we can get those folks to participate. But to register for the parade, what you do need to do if you want to be in the parade, go to FlaglerVeteransDayParade.com. FlaglerVeteransDayParade.com.
We're getting closer, guys, so please do so.
Right. So come on out, celebrate veterans. We would not be the United States of America without your veterans.
Right. Mark that day.
All right. So, Eric, I'm going to do one kind of a topic, and then I'll see what you have for events that are coming up. But I just want to cover this because we've had people come into the office or give us a call and want to know about that $19 a month car insurance.
Oh, man, yeah. So I have 3, so how much? I'm paying 19 times 3?
Yeah.
2? Yes.
So well, all I can say is I suggest that you be wary of these advertisements. In this day and age, if you think auto insurance will be $19 a month, go look at your calendar again, because the last time car insurance was in that range was in the 1990s.
Yes.
So a lot of these ads are coming up on people's Facebook, YouTube. Maybe some other ways, but it shows up as $19 a month, maybe sometimes $29. But it's there to attract your click. It's clickbait. What they are is lead generations sites. So you fall for the $19 a month. You click on it. You get to a site. You put your information, and now you become a lead for other people that are looking to sell you something else. So.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't follow up. If it looks too good, it's not true. So,
from what I've been able to glean here, the lowest verified minimums that you can get for car insurance, and this shows us from USAA, is $24 a month, or $26 a month from a company called Auto Owners, and that's for basic liability only. None of the full coverage that you might need with one of your $50,000 cars or $60,000 cars that people have nowadays. And full coverage is for collision and comprehensive. So fraudsters are generally targeting veterans with these exclusive military deals. They vanish upon the quoting vanishes upon you clicking on that and getting to the actual broker that's trying to sell you. So the Federal Trade Commission notes that imposters are doing scams and fake discounts, and those are top complaints with the Federal Trade Commission from military consumers. So if it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true. So for our local veterans and anybody else who's listening to this, if you see those ads, it's clickbait. Don't fall for it. And just shop around. That's the right way to do it. Just, if you think you're paying too much, call some other insurance companies and find out if you can find a cheaper rate. But don't fall for these things online.
No, don't do that. Yeah, I prefer for you to give us a call, and ask us about it than go and click on one of those things,
Right.
We'll find out for you. We do the homework.
All right, Eric. So what do we got on the list of events coming up?
Yeah, let me start it with the Marine Corps League. They're sponsoring what they call the Toys for Tots Charity Golf Classic Tournament. This is going to be at the Palatka Golf Club, which is at 1715 Mosley Avenue in Palatka. This is going to be on Saturday, November the 1st at 8 a.m. for registration, so you can register the day if you don't do it previously. At 9 a.m. is what they call the shotgun. That's when the begin. The format is 4-person scramble, $17 per player, $300 per foursome. They're gonna have a lunch, and that's gonna be included. So If you want more information about how to participate in this event, contact Garrett Decker at 720-474-7847. Again, Garrett Decker at 720-474-7847. Also, the Marine Corps League is sponsoring their annual United States Marine Corps 250th Birthday Ball. This is going to be on Saturday, November the 8th from 1700 to 2200, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. for your military guide. And it's going to be at the Hilton Garden. So if you want to participate, contact Eddie Todd or Frank Arce, or you can call Ellen Werner at 386-237-9798. Again, 386-237-9798. The American Legion Post 115 is sponsoring the 5th annual charity golf tournament. This is going to be on Saturday, pretty soon, October 4th, at 7 a.m. They have also the registration and the shotgun. Their shotgun start at 9 a.m. They have a 1 p.m. luncheon catered by Looper. If you want to register, you can register in that day at 7 a.m. or you can register now by calling 386-585-5302, 386-585-5302. Gratitude America is sponsoring the military support retreat. You have to register for this one. Their 3-day immerse program that is recreational, educational, and evidence-based with activities and group discussion led by peers, experts in the veterans wellness field. So they have the next one is going to be on October 2nd through the 5th, and this is going to be at Banning Mills, Georgia. November 6th through the 9th, they have one here in Marineland, Florida. So all retreats begin at 5 p.m. the first day and end at 2 p.m. the last day. To apply to attend, visit Gratitude America website, which is gratitudeamerica.org/retreat. And you can find out more about this event, and you can register there also. At BFW Post 8696 have events through the entire weekday. Beginning on Tuesday, they have their Taco Tuesday from 11 to 2 p.m.
Speaking of the Taco Tuesday, Charlie Hanger told me Monday that their tacos that's available all day long now.
All day long.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
So I have to change the hours here. So it's all day long now. Taco Tuesday. That's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome. They have also the Queen of Heart raffle every Tuesday, drawing at 7 p.m. I think the price now is about what, 5,000-6,000.
No, Charlie said that's up to 7,000.
Oh man, it's growing up every week, guys.
Yeah.
So that's great.
Charlie was at the Veterans Advisory Council meeting, and so he just updated that for
That
us.
is 7,000.
Yep.
That's awesome. So on Thursday night, they have the ladies night event. That is from 6 to 9 p.m. They have $3 wine, $3 for seltzers, and much more. Also, they do have on Thursday, I have it here, their famous bingo night. That is from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. So, and on Fridays, they have karaoke night. So if you want to do some karaoke, I think they have some line dance and country thing event pretty soon too. So they have a lot of events every day of the week. So there's things to do in towns, guys. Sponsor them, join them, and enjoy their events.
Yeah, or join the VFW.
Yes.
And the commander there is Chip.
Chip, great guy.
Helms is his last name, Helms. Goes by Chip. And he's there trying to make a difference,
Yes.
trying to make your post welcome, and lots of activities for our county's veterans. That's it for events today.
That's all I have, sir.
Okay. All right, I've got another tidbit that's in the news, and that's per a department. Well, it's Department of War now, but a memo published in 2022. Armed Forces reservists will now get a DD Form 214-1 at the completion of a reserve commitment. So the U.S. Armed Forces Reserve components, including the Army Reserve, Navy Reserve, Air Force Reserve, Marine Corps Reserve, and the Coast Guard Reserve, have implemented a new standardized document known as the DD Form 214-1, officially titled Certificate of Uniformed Service Reserve Component Addendum. This form, often abbreviated as the DD Form 214-1, serves as a comprehensive summary of a reservist's overall service history upon separation or retirement, addressing long-standing challenges in documenting reserve services for benefits eligibility. Prior to this change, reservists typically received a DD Form 214 only for the periods of active duty service that lasted 90 days or more, such as mobilizations, trainings, or deployments. For non-active service, like drill weekends and annual training or inactive duty, they received a branch-specific document like a National Guard or NGB Form 22 for the Guard, or service statements, but no unified record of total career service. This fragmented approach made it difficult for reservists to prove their full service for veterans' benefits, employment preferences, loans, or retirement points. The DD Form 214-1 will summarize any active duty tours as well as reserve activity and participation points accrued during that period. So, finally,
I think it was overdue.
it's way overdue.
I mean, the reserve, they were having issue with, discharge document, other stuff like that.
Anytime you had a reservist come in to show what active time they had, it was always a chore. You'd have to piece together stuff from their personnel records, get their point summary sheets to show when they had active duty or inactive training, and so on and so forth. And now finally, I don't know, again, like you said, what took so long? Seems like it's so easy to do.
Yes. I mean,
and it took them 2 years. Well, how many years? 3 years to get this finally after they were given the order to do it. But anyway, it's finally some advancement. And I mean, I never saw it in my 31 years in the reserve after active duty. You would think it would have been handy to have, but now anybody from here on out will get a DD Form 214-1 when you finish a reserve commitment. So that's good news.
That is great. Hey, Dave, last week I one of our customers, Master Chief Rayner, stopped by the office because
who is that?
Master Chief Rayner.
Okay.
He became 100% permanent total disabled vet, and he went to get the DV plate at DMV. And even though we have told him before, he was told by one of the youngest employee there that no, the regular DV plate, you cannot use it and park in a regular, disabled. I said, Master, yes, you can. So there's a confusion in there. You still can park on a disabled parking lot.
Well, it sounds like the confusion was the employee at the tax collector.
Yeah. So yes, you can park.
Let me ask you: did you pass on to the
Yes, and he said there were two. So I went and talked to them too.
Okay,
because there were two employees there that I guess they did not know. So
just they're making their own
own
rules.
Yeah, making their own rules. I think it's about training.
Yeah, that's all it is. Because we've talked about this. We've gone to the lengths, to the state, to the sheriff's department, and got it all. Well, I mean, it's about education. I mean, we know it because we did the homework and got it figured out for local veterans. But it's just about education, and so
probably the turnover of employee there. They don't have whatever, they miss it, but it was resolved. But the point is, yes, you can park on a disabled parking with a regular DV plate.
Maybe we should design some sort of just an info sheet that we can pass on to the bosses over there that they can share with the employees. Right. Maybe that would help. All right, well, we're down to our 2-minute warning, and that's the time where I've got to let our listeners know that no country and no state and no community does more for veterans than the United States of America, the great and free state of Florida, the wonderful Flagler County, the lovely city of Palm Coast, and all of our beautiful beach cities. I ask you to be a victor, not a victim, to be educated, not indoctrinated, and most importantly, be kind to someone today, or many someones. Eric, any final thoughts today?
No, again, thanks a lot for listening or watching our show, and we do appreciate it. And spread the word. Spread the word. This show here is for you guys. Thank you very much again, and we'll see you next week.
Take care.
Bye-bye.